yeah. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hello. We're here. We are here. We are live. We are ready. What about you tonight? I'm on just a little bit later than expected, but hey, I made it. I'm here, and here I am. Welcome to the Big Time Show. It is me, Douglas Brooks Jr. again. I guess for some it's entertainment, for others it's information, for others it's I don't know. People, I don't know. Hello, but hey, whatever you're doing and however you got here, welcome. You know, welcome to all friends. Welcome to all associates. Welcome to all haters. Hey, everybody, just come on in. Everybody, how y'all doing? It was good to see a few people on Facebook tonight, or I don't know where you're coming from, YouTube or Periscope. And then, of course, we are excited, of course, for those that are at their home base, which is Podbean. And we are glad for all of our patrons and those that support the show. Listen, I want to thank, starting off, my guy, Alec Winters, who is on Instagram, and his page is called The Chord Academy. The Chord Academy. Listen, if you want to hear some good music like you just heard there at the beginning of the show, this is the guy that you might want to introduce yourself to. He's a member of the Berklee School of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. He is he does it all, jazz, pop, rock, or whatever, but he's just a young man who's rising up in his dreams, and I support him, and he's allowed me to use his music. I'm grateful for him tonight. And listen, also, before we get started, I want you to know that tonight's show is being sponsored by the Fragrance Shop of Memphis. The Fragrance Shop of Memphis. You see the email there. It says the Fragrance Shop of Memphis, where you can receive all types of colognes. We're talking about Creed. We're talking about Creed. Look, anything. I mean, my God, he has it all. Whatever you name out, he has it. It's there. All you have to do is just go to the Fragrance Shop of Memphis. It's a Facebook page. All you have to do is go there right now or at any time, and you will be able then to order whatever it is that you may need. It'll be right there for you. Done by a fraternity brother of mine. Great guy. And I promise you, he will have everything for you. If you live out of town, it makes no difference. It can be shipped to you immediately, and you need it now because guess what? Valentine's Day is coming up. You have everything my goodness, perfumes, colognes. You need to go to the Fragrance Shop Memphis. Check out all of the selections. I guarantee you will be satisfied with what he has to offer. I promise you that. It's right on time for Valentine's Day. You need to go ahead and take care of that now. Don't be on the last minute rush. Everything. Listen, I'm going to ask some of you guys that are on here, and if you're coming in a little bit later, ask you to share this if you can. It would be nice if you would, just to help your boy out here as we get ready to go in. I'm sharing stuff myself. That's the reason why I'm looking down. Y'all have to forgive me. I will give you my full attention in just a second, but I'm trying to give this to a few groups that I know on Facebook that might be interested in what we have to say. And I'm going to do that now. So forgive you hearing little noises. Hey, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I hope you've been enjoying the show. This is about our 52nd, I believe, 52nd or 53rd show that we've had. I enjoyed it. It's been a blessing. This is fun for me. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I guess I want to start this off before we do Cowboy stuff. I'm going to start my show off right by talking about Kobe Bryant, who was he meant so much to, especially if you were a Laker fan, if you're just a pure basketball fan, then obviously what Kobe meant to the Laker organization, to Laker fans all across the world. But what we found out is, of course, quite naturally, Kobe was a global figure. And I got to admit, it still seems unreal. I haven't gotten used to it yet. And it still stings a little bit. Just good to highlight him on tonight. I started that off with him. He's a great hero. No doubt about it. Him and his daughter and all the others that died tragically in that helicopter race. It just doesn't seem like it's been a year. It just does not seem like it. But that just show you how quick this year has passed. With Kobe dying, that seemed to started off 2020, and from his death on, I mean, we've been as a world, we've been staggering with everything that has went on since then. So, just wanted to start that off talking about Kobe and what he means to me. I grew up with him. I mean, 20 years in the Los Angeles Lakers, so that means I was in my 20s when he first came on the scene. I'm 47 years old now, and so it's really when you grow up with somebody, especially if you really like the guy, it kind of still stings. So it is what it is. So listen. God, he's in a better place now. God has called him home, and he's in heaven. And I'm quite sure we just have to get stronger as a group. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ryan Flowers? Listen, Ryan Flowers has a show that you can see. Forgive me. Oh, man, I understand. Hey, Matt, what's going on? I said, Mr. Ryan, hey, Matt. Well, welcome back to the show, man. Matt, since you've been gone, I promise you, I'm going to entertain you tonight because I'm going there tonight. Mr. Flowers, great to see you. Matthew, Ryan Flowers has a show. Forgive me for not knowing Mr. Flowers, if you don't mind, in the chat box, put your name and your show there because I don't want to mispronounce it at all. Hey, Mr. Harris on Podbean. One of my patrons, Miss Ty's on there. Hello. Everybody. Put your show name on there, Mr. Flowers, so I can call it out right. He has a show that he's doing pretty much. He and another young gentleman are talking everything. They talk the whole NFL. I talk the NFL, but I love talking Cowboys, so I guess my show ended up being more Cowboys than anything. But he has a fine show. I'm waiting on him to type it in. You're not, I'm going to give you a shout out, Ryan, so they can follow you. There it is. Ryan says for you, it's on the screen there, Clutch Sports Talk Live. Listen, if you want to hear some great information, go to him. You can just befriend him and it'll catch you there. But there it is. There it is. He's telling me. It airs on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. So there he is. And then he has, he got all pro access. Follow him. Go ahead and follow him. He's a great young man. He has a nice co-host with him, and they're pretty informative. Now, y'all know I wouldn't send you to nobody if they were raggedy. So I'm telling you, go to them. Let me get to Cowboy talk. Matthew, I hope you still with me. I hope you're ready. Here I go. Here I go. I want to preface this by saying, and Mr. Harris, you on here too. Good to see you tonight on Podbean. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see you, Mr. Harris. What is your podcast? Let me get all these preliminaries out the way. Type it in so for those on Podbean can go follow you. Type it in rather quickly. Oh, no problem, Ryan. I got you. Listen, let me talk real quick, y'all. I'll get to you, Mr. Harris, once I peep it in. Once you type it in, I'm gonna shout it out. Did y'all see? Do you see? Let's dive in tonight. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about D-Law in a second. He coming up next. Okay. Let's talk mentality of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Because we have flipped. All right. Y'all hear me out before you go off on me. Please keep in mind, this is my team too. I love them. Okay. But we have flipped, and it just didn't happen. It's been this way. I want you to look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will be in the Super Bowl in a couple of days. Okay. I want you to look at when you want to win, you'll win at all costs. Let's look back real quick at Tampa Bay's team last year. They had Godwin and Mike Evans. They had that. They had Cameron. They had Brake. They had that. They had Howard. And then they had Jameis Winston. That was their offense. Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards last year. He had 30 touchdowns. 30. But he also had 30 interceptions. There's some folks that said that Jameis Winston could have been voted the offensive player of the year as well as the defensive player of the year because of all the turnovers that he had. Let me get to that. Mr. Big Harris, his show is Ebony and Ebonics. Wow, that's interesting. Ebony and Ebonics. For those on Podbean, why don't you go follow my goodness, forgive my glasses, HHJR Harris 72. And you will, I'm quite sure that with that interesting title, I'm quite sure his podcast is incredible. They had Jameis Winston. They made a earth-changing decision. Jameis Winston was a number 1 pick in the draft. Heisman Trophy winner. A kid that threw for 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. You know, he did throw all those interceptions, but we're not talking about straight trash, okay? Jameis can throw the ball. Jameis can get the ball in the end zone. He can. You know, I'm not even going to harp on all the turnovers. I'm just saying that was it. What did they do? They knew they had a chance. Get that in your head. They knew they had a chance to get the greatest quarterback who ever lived. It wasn't signed, sealed, delivered, but I'm quite sure once they knew that they pretty much can get him, they made a decision. Like, look, we're gonna ship out this 20-year-old quarterback, and we're gonna bring in this 42-year-old quarterback. Okay? We don't care nothing about the future. We want to win right now. Okay? They get Mr. Brady. When they got Mr. Brady, they got some other stuff. They called Rob Gronkowski, who at the time had took a whole year off. At the time, he was in the WWE. They said, we don't care. We know he's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. We know he took a year off. We know he ain't got hit in a year. We know he's injury prone. We don't care. We want to win. Who you got as your tight end now? We got Mr. Brait and we got O.J. Howard. Two young, strong, good tight ends. We don't care. We want Grunt. Why? He's a winner. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a walking Hall of Famer, and he knows what to do. We want to win. That's what Tampa said. They didn't stop there, y'all. They didn't stop. I know this got to do with Cowboys, y'all. This got to do with Cowboys. Just hang with me for a minute. What's up, Kev? I see you. This got to do with Cowboys. They didn't stop at Grunt. Then they said this. Because Brady got in their ear. Because when Brady comes to your organization, he has the keys. I don't care who the coach is. When Tom Brady comes to you, if he left New England to come to Tampa, you're going to give him exactly what he wants. What did Brady want? He said, look, it's an all-pro wide receiver out there who is going, if he plays, he's a walking Hall of Famer. He's very dangerous. Now, he got some attitude problems. He's disrespectful and all that. But I want him. The Brad said, well, we don't know if we want this type of guy in our locker room because we got a locker room to protect and we got this and that. Tom Brady said, look, Antonio Brown, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. He said, Antonio Brown, I tell you what I do. I babysit him. When he go in the locker room, his locker will be next to mine, and it is. When we go on road trips, his hotel room will be next to mine. I will babysit him. I'll keep him in gear, but that type of talent, I want him on my team. That's what Brady said. What did Tampa Bay do, y'all? They signed Antonio Brown. Just totally tore up the whole structure of the team last year. They had young talent everywhere, a chance to grow. But Tampa Bay said, we want to win now. And there's some teams, like the Dallas Cowboys, who would run away from this type of structure on your team. But I ask you the question tonight. Where's Tampa Bay? Where would Tampa Bay be playing on February the 7th? And where are the Dallas Cowboys at right now? I'm just saying, y'all, I know you got to see, you have to make a decision. Do you want to develop or do you want to win now? Yeah, right, man. Yeah, that's where Tampa Bay, look, Tampa Bay didn't make the playoff last year. Okay? They put all their chips to the middle of the table this year and say, look, we're going for it this year. We're going. We're going. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Yeah, exactly. Keep an eye on Aaron Rodgers. Because, see, you're right. Because Rodgers see what just happened here, and when you 37, when you 42 like Brady is, you don't have time for development. You just don't. You want to win now. These guys got all the money. Tom Brady got so much money. He has money he'll never touch. He's only playing for one reason. He wants to win. That's the only reason why he's playing. He's already a Hall of Famer. Yeah, everybody know that. He already got more rings as a quarterback than anybody. He got every record he's number one in passing and a whole lot of records. He only has one reason why he playing at that age. He just want to win. And you're right, Matt. Aaron Rodgers, as much as he talking, I heard him talk today. You know, he kind of backed away from his statement, but he wants to win. It's just Aaron Rodgers got money that he'll never touch. You know, if he invested, he got money he'll never. He wants to win. Hey, what's up, good, bad, and ugly truth? What's going on? He wants to win. My question is, Matthew says, hearing a lot of talk coming out of Texas that he could be, that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen, Matt. Now, I don't know where you heard that from, but I'm not doubting you at all. I'm not doubting you at all. I believe you heard it, but that's not going to happen. For those on Podbean, my friend Matthew Collins says he's hearing a lot of talk coming out of Texas that Aaron Rodgers could be a Cowboy. Nah. Hello, Joy on Podbean. How you doing? Hello, Placico Victor 5. Hey, everybody on Podbean. Just hang with me for a minute, y'all. Don't leave me. Stay with me. Listen, I'm just trying to show you guys the mentality that teams have when the window is not wide. See, we're not Jacksonville. We whether you know it or not, we the Cowboys. We don't have that much time left for development. No. Why? Because our greatest strength is getting older. I'm talking about our offensive line now. Their bodies are breaking down. That is the strength of our team, the offensive line. Tyron Smith, stay hurt. Lyle Collins, stay hurt. Zach Martin, for the first time, his body's starting to break down slowly but surely. That's our greatest attribute. You only get a few years where linemen just stay healthy nonstop. You only get that window is closed. There was a point in time our linemen never got hurt. Starting when you go back to maybe 2014, them guys didn't get hurt. Tyron Smith didn't get hurt. My guy Zach Martin wasn't hurt. Now everybody get hurt now. Everybody missing 2, 3, 4 games a year now. Because the window is closing. Ezekiel Elliott, with his style of running, you can't run the ball like that for 8, 9 years in a row. Not the way he run the ball. No, your body gonna start paying the price. What have we seen? What was the complaint this year? That Ezekiel Elliott just don't have, y'all know what the word was. Everybody saying Ezekiel Elliott don't have the burst. Y'all heard that, right? It's because your body can't take that type of punishment for a long, extended period of time. There's only been a few guys in the history of the game that stayed consistent like that for 9 to 10 years. Only a few. Adrian Peterson is one. Walter Payton was another one. A long period of time? No. Frank Gore, maybe. These guys was, the body just stayed the same until Adrian Peterson tore his knee up, but Adrian didn't lose no burst. You could tell Ezekiel lost a little bit. And I understand he was hurt this year. I understand that. I give him that. But you only get a little time, okay? So my question is, why in the world are we still worried about development? Okay? Why are we worried about developing when the time and the window is over? In other words, what I'm trying to say is this. We need to change our whole strategy when it comes to the off season. We do. Because the strategy don't work. Y'all know what strategy I'm talking about, right? Draft, then you hope to develop, and then you get your free agents from the bottom of the barrel. Every Cowboy fan gets super hyped whenever they see somebody that's a free agent, and everybody always rumor everybody to the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys ain't picked up nobody. Well, right there, Matt. You say he's due for a big splash. I think with something trading against someone big. Exactly, which goes to the mentality. Thank you, Matt, because you setting up the show. Here it is what I'm saying. Jerry used to be like that. Jerry would spend all costs to go get whoever he needed to win the Super Bowl. For those of you that are old enough to remember this, can we remember Deion Sanders? When Deion got signed, I don't know if y'all know this story or not, but do y'all know, and this is the truth, y'all go read up and check it on it, do you know that when Jerry signed Deion Sanders, his son, Stephen Jones, jacked him up, put him on the wall saying we can't pay this type of money for one player? Do y'all know that? That's a true story. And you know, that's another whole conversation itself, because notice I said the son jacked up his daddy. Now I don't know what kind of home that is, but I just can imagine me going up to my daddy, grabbing him by his shirt and slamming him on the wall, telling me, I mean, come on now. I wouldn't be here right now, even at my age now. And my dad will be 70 years old this year. Even right now, look, come on now. My father, look, I'm so messed up by my dad. Let me tell you, I know this ain't got to do with Cowboy, but let me just tell you, my dad has my ultimate respect, even to this day. Like I was a baby. My dad could be readjusting his clothes, his belt on his pants, and when he touches his belt, there's a shiver that goes down my spine because I know what he used to do with a belt. Now, I know we're living in a different time, but I was raised with punishment. And to this day, I still have some flashbacks, y'all understand? That my dad could just be, look, my dad could just be putting his clothes on. The belt could be on the bed, and he can pick up his belt. And when he pick up his belt, with whatever hanging it is, my mind go back. And all I can do, and I'm 48 years old, 47 years old, and I promise you, when he touched the belt, I turn back into that 5-6-year-old. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, so I don't know how he did all that. I don't know how Steven did that. But do y'all remember that, how he paid that? Let me take you back to this. Y'all remember how he spent the money for Charles Haley? This is what Jerry did. He didn't care. Jerry said, man, I got this team here. I want to win every year. That's what I want. What you're talking about, Matt, is when when actually was 93, Matthew, when Emmett held out those first two games. The story is, and the Cowboys lost them first two games, coming off a Super Bowl championship. And the story is that when they got to the locker room after losing that second game in a row, Charles Haley picked up his helmet, threw the helmet towards Jerry. Jerry got out the way, put a hole in the wall, and Charles Haley cussed him out and said, "Go get Emmett." Emmett Smith was there the very next week. But I'm saying Jerry had the aggression back then. Jerry had the aggression. I don't know. I know what happened. What happened was he turned it over to Steven. He did. Because it's been some free agents over the last 10 years that I know Jerry Jones would have went ahead and got. They didn't want Greg Hardy. That was a Jerry deal. They didn't want Greg Hardy. But Jerry knows in order to win a championship, you got to have some goons on your team. You got to have some thuggish type guys. And everybody loved Michael Irvin. Everybody loved Michael Irvin and Mike, the playmaker there. Michael Irvin stayed in trouble. Y'all know that? Michael Irvin stayed high. Yes, he did. You got to have some fools on your team to win a championship. You do. But we got messed up with this Jason Garrett, good company, corporate, type gentlemen. What Jason Garrett used to always say, we got to have guys that do it the right way. And what you got is a whole bunch of guys from Boise State, these lunch pail, good football players, and guys that had character issues. You was trying to hurry up and get rid of them. What Tampa Bay got? They got Pierre Paul. He ain't got but 3 fingers on one hand. Y'all remember the explosion that happened with the fireworks? He got 3 fingers on one hand. They got Demarcus Lawrence, who's known as a problem on the field at least. What Tampa Bay say, man, we don't care. We don't care. Tampa Bay said, we don't, look, bring all of them here. Thugs, bring them here. Antonio Brown got problems. That's okay. We'll be good here. Bring them here. Tom Brady's 42 years old. We don't care. We believe that he still got another year left here. Just bring him here. What about these young tight ends? We don't care about the tight ends. Bring Rob Gronkowski here, and if they mad about it, we'll ship them on. But we going for the Super Bowl this year. That's what Tampa Bay's saying. Dallas Cowboys talking about, we got to get guys that play the right way. We gotta get, good locker room character guys and good guys that'll shake your hand and guys that'll kiss, guys that the children want to hang out with and have a slumber party with. We got to have those type of guys. We gotta have guys that go to church Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and Sunday afternoon. And we got to have those type of guys. We got to have guys that listen to gospel music in their locker room. We don't want guys playing no rap and heavy metal. We ain't just too hype. How many tattoos you got? I got 10. Nope, you can't come to Dallas. No. Tampa Bay, how many tattoos you got? We got about 25 on one arm. Yep, come on. You good. Come on in. We gonna play. Yeah, come on in. Yeah. And it's because of this mentality is the reason why we sitting at home. We don't have no dogs. We found one. Huh? We found one. I'm coming, Matt. I'm coming. I'm coming. We found a dog in Donovan Wilson. He's a dog. I like the way he plays. He's aggressive. You're going to go take the ball, then he's going to hit you in your mouth. I love it. Quiet as kept. Mr. Diggs, our cornerback. He's going to be a great one. Hey, Jay and Finn on YouTube. How you doing, man? I'm coming. I see y'all stuff. I'm coming, man. Our stuff is messed up. So to go to Matthew's question, Matthew asks, what do you think we'll do then? Drafting, free agent, signing. Well, let's just look at the track record. Because we're at 10, there'll be some good players at 10. There will be. But this is me. You may not agree with me, okay? But here's what I'm saying, Matt. I'm saying that if the specific player is not there that you want, see, the best defensive player, at least in the draft this year, and where we'll be at, is the kid from Penn State, which is Parsons. Okay? But if Parsons is not there at 10, I don't even know who's the second highest ranked defensive player this year. I ain't checked it out. Surtain, I believe, from Alabama. Now I'm thinking. The cornerback from Alabama. Okay. Well, if you're not committed to Cheeto Awuzie, Diggs is gonna be there. So the question is, do you want to get with there it is? Do you want to get rid of Cheeto? Because or are you drafting? If Parsons is not there, then Surtain probably is exactly, Matt. I see you. Surtain is the second best player. Okay, so the question is, if Jordan Lewis is not there, okay, if Jordan Lewis is not there, it would make sense. But if you're keeping Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis, And if you made a decision on Cheeto as if you're keeping him, then I'm not so sure Surtain is the right pick. Now, that's just me. Plus, he's a rookie. I ain't too comfortable having a rookie out. We just had Diggs. Diggs was getting destroyed in the first half of the season. He was getting ate alive. So I ain't too hype about rookies being there. So that's the question. What do you want if you're telling me some of these guys are leaving or you're not re-signing them? Then Surtain does make sense. But really, is he worth the 10th pick in the draft? See, that's my question. Which leads to free agency. Okay, if we got a short window to win, do you really want to bank all your hopes in a rookie, or do you want to go get a veteran cornerback? I prefer a veteran cornerback to go alongside Diggs. So a lot of people throwing up Richard Sherman name, all that kind of stuff. Sherman is a better zone cornerback than man-to-man. Sherman would get destroyed man-to-man. Now he's not fast like he used to be. But Sherman got experience. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. He's a great cornerback. So I don't know. I may entertain it. We need a veteran somewhere. We do. If Parsons is there at 10, I'm taking Parsons immediately. And he's a linebacker. I'm taking him immediately. I agree with you, Jay in the Bay. Jay in the Bay says the Cowboys got to draft defense and sign defensive players. I agree 100%. If Parsons is there, I'm taking him at 10. And there's going to be some great offensive players sitting right there for you to take at 10. But if Parsons is there, give me Parsons. I want him. Quickly. I'll take him. But if Surtain is there at 10, we got to entertain some stuff. And I'm talking everything on the table. Trading, to go back in the draft, all that kind of stuff. You get a boatload of draft picks for 10 if your guy is not there. See what I'm saying? If your guy is not there. To be perfectly honest with you, I believe the defense is going to be better anyway. Okay, just because of scheme-wise, they got better last year. They finally figured it out. The last 3-4 weeks of the season, you can see the difference. They was getting the ball, turnovers. They're going to be better. They're not going to be the last defense in the league next year. It's not going to happen because it's starting off right with a good coaching staff. They're in the 4-3, not a 3-4. They'll be in that the whole year. So that's what they used to. They'll get better. If we can keep Randy Gregory straight and he starts the season off with Demarcus Lawrence, look out. There ain't too many better two defensive ends in the league than those two combined. So it all depends on who's there at 10. Parsons, grab him immediately. Shouldn't even take no time turning your card in to draft Parsons. Surtain, I'm not sold. That's just me. I'm not sold. And if that's not the case, now you're gonna have probably Kyle Pitts there at 10, which will make our offense unstoppable. Now I'm just gonna that's the only offensive player I see. If you give me Waddle, if Waddle is there, the kid from Alabama, all they tell me is that Gallup will be leaving because we ain't gonna be able to sign him anyway. Gallup gonna want some big time money. You're not gonna be paying Amari Cooper $20 million a year and then try to pay Gallup probably $14 to $18 million. That's not gonna happen. So Gallup won't be with us too much longer. I'm gonna tell you that now. So it would make sense even in that if you grab Waddle, if he's there. You could trade Gallup right then. To be honest with you could. So I'm saying you're gonna have some real offensive talent there at 10. And if Surtain, I'm not sold. The Cowboys may be sold on him. I'm not. Not no rookie cornerback. I'd rather have a veteran. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I'd rather have a veteran. I don't want no rookie. We don't have time to develop. See what I'm saying? When you're trying to, if you Jacksonville, you take Surtain immediately. You see what I'm saying? Because you're developing. We don't have time to develop. We don't. We got to win now. We got to win now. We don't have time for it. We don't have time. I can't get with it. So that's my talk for that part. Part being I'm gonna have to apologize to you because you're not gonna be able to see it, so I'll read it for you. And you will be able to see it in just a second. Let me show y'all this. Because once again, the Cowboys are doing a whole lot of talking, okay? Let me show you this. Whoever's on Facebook with me, let me show you this. I want you to see that. Y'all see that? That was a text there. Let me hide that. There was a tweet there by Demarcus Lawrence. You can see it there. Demarcus Lawrence says this time next year, got to be playing instead of watching Motivation Sunday. Now, he was talking about the game last week with Tampa Bay and Green Bay. I'm so sick of Demarcus Lawrence talking. I know that I got a lot of D-Law fans, and I get it. I get it. If there was a championship of talkers, Demarcus Lawrence would possibly be the champion of the world. When it come to talking, D-Law is one of the all-time greats at talking. Yeah, I'm saying it. D-Law is great. D-Law is great at saying the right thing and saying the things that I guess the team could latch on to. D-Law, this time next year, got to be playing instead of what? Do something then. My God. Do. I mean, and D-Law had a pretty good year this year. Despite the numbers, I think he ended up with the same amount of sacks that he had last year, and that was about close to 6 sacks. I think he had about 5.5. But if you watch the last 6-7 games, D-Law was highly disruptive. He was highly disruptive. He had a lot of pressures on the quarterback. In other words, when I say pressures, he was getting pressure on him, made the quarterback move and all that kind of stuff. He was highly disruptive. I give him that. But I'm tired of hearing all the yip yap. I'm sorry. Y'all know y'all D-Law fans. I get it. I like them too. But man, look, I'm tired of everybody talking. I'm tired of Jerry Jones talking. I'm tired of Stephen Jones talking on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas. I'm tired of Jerry talking on the same. I'm tired of D-Law running his mouth. I'm tired of look. I'm tired of I heard Dak even talking. There was a little Instagram thing that came out that said Tom Brady 1 year in Tampa Bay NFC championship. And then they did that in opposed to the Cowboys for the last 25 years and nothing. Dak went in and told it, he tagged Ezekiel and said, man, hold my crutches. Like you really gonna do something. Hey, look, if they hold your crutches, what you gonna do? I mean, come on. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing these guys talk. Everybody believe in the Cowboys at the beginning of the year. They saying there's no reason why this team shouldn't make the playoffs. This team is what they always say about the Cowboys. What a loaded roster. What a talented team. What a great. You got one of the best running backs in the league. You got one of the best wide receivers in the league. These three receivers are really, got one of the best sack men in the league, D-Law. Got one of Randy Gregory's special and unique. I hear this every year. I hear it every year. And every year I'm sitting on the couch, dreaming, daydreaming, and wishing upon a star, and sending messages in a bottle, and got rabbit's foot and loaded dice and crossing my fingers and begging and wishing and hoping and crying and just yeah. This is who I am. Every year, I'm almost about to go, and I'm a preacher, good, bad, and ugly. If you still on here, you just gotta forgive me, man. When it comes to Cowboys, I'm almost about to go see a psychic. That's where I am. I'm almost ready to just go see a psychic and a soothsayer. I'm almost there. When it comes to the Cowboys, I'm almost there. I'm doing all I can. I done tried all my superstitions. They ain't worked. I tried it all. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Yeah, I see. I'm glad to know Matt says that's all Cowboy fans, even myself. I'm glad to know I'm not alone tonight. I'm glad y'all. There's some folks in the same boat that I'm in. I'm in a bad place now. I just don't understand. It's the mentality. It really is. There's no aggression. You know the last time we had this type of mentality that I'm talking about? Because, see, a lot of people think it started with the players. No, sir, no, ma'am. It starts with the coaches. It does. It starts with the coaches. The last coach we had like that was Jimmy Johnson. A dog type mentality. Why? Because he had it when he was coaching at the University of Miami. A lot of folks call them boys thugs and out of control and all that kind of stuff. Jimmy Johnson loved every one of them. What they do? They won championships. Huh? Jimmy Johnson came to Dallas, had a bunch of thugs, guys, questionable character. What the Cowboys do? He won the Super Bowl. Huh? What Jerry do? Because he was jealous and wanted the power to himself, he fired Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson, the only man. This just show you how crazy it is. Jimmy Johnson, y'all check this out. Check this out. Jimmy Johnson is the only man, and probably will ever be the only man, that will win 2 straight Super Bowls and get fired. What kind of... Huh? Can y'all... Does that make sense? Jimmy Johnson is the only man in history, in any sport, won back-to-back Super Bowls and got fired. And ever since then, Jerry Jones has had puppets. He had another killer and got rid of him. That was Bill Parcells. So you got to have coaching. Somebody's gonna bring the mentality to a team. The Cowboys have the talent. They just ain't got the proper motivation. They ain't got the dog. What we got is guys who have doggish moments. No, I need a dog for 4 quarters every week. We don't have it. I see one on the team now. I ain't talking about guys who give it all you got, and I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about guys who got Ray Lewis type production and got a Ray Lewis type attitude on the football field. Now, when I said that, now y'all understand what I'm looking for. I said a Ray Lewis type attitude and then a Ray Lewis type production. Ray gave it to you every week. He had them guys going. I don't see it on our team. I know guys are playing hard. I'll give you that. But I gotta have some dog. I gotta have some mentality. Now I see one that's coming. I'm telling y'all, Donovan Wilson is gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the guy. Donovan Wilson is gonna be an all pro. I ain't say a pro bowler. I said an all pro. Donovan Wilson is gonna be that type of guy. If I can get, hey, Coach Bree Love, I see you. Well, thanks for showing up. Hey, Barry Swisher was no of it. That's why he didn't stay long. Well, Barry won the Super Bowl, but he won with Jimmy Gass. But I give credit to Coach Swisher because for folks that love to say, well, he did it with Jerry's team. Well, I sooner or later he had to be a coach during that year. Yes, he did, and it worked. Now the talent was there, but I will say this, Coach Bree Love, the dog was already in them guys when Barry was there. Emmitt Smith was a dog. Michael Irvin was a dog. Troy Aikman was a dog. That offensive line that was just ridiculous. I mean, that it was already in them when Swisher showed up. Now he still had to drive the car, and I'm quite sure some guys will say it, but them guys already knew. They knew how to win. They knew what to do. That's the only thing I can say about Swisher, but Swisher did have to have something to do with it. You just can't go a whole year and say, well, those were Jimmy guys. No. Swisher had something to do with it. No doubt about that. He did. Exactly. Ms. Ty says on Podbean about the Cowboys, they got we folks got puppy teeth instead of a Cujo teeth. That's what we need. And I hear the talking, but I ain't seeing nothing. I'm not saying that. This team was I'm now this year, this is just me now. This is just me. You may not be you. But this team was too talented. Even without Dak. They shouldn't have won. They shouldn't have won those 6 games, man. I look. No. Yeah. Exactly, Coach. These guys, our guys don't know how to, well, that's why we gotta have the dog. So instead of that, we have another nice corporate. If you listen to Coach McCarthy talk, he talks about the organization structure and the system and the use those type words. Look, man, that's why if you remember when they went to a couple games they won, the little pregame they was talking about how the Cowboys smashed watermelons and that got them fired up, and I'm like, huh? Y'all need a watermelon and a sledgehammer to get y'all to get fired up, huh? What? Y'all want to knock down some fruit? fruit got y'all fired up, man. Look, I'm just throwing out Ray Lewis, man. Ray Lewis had them guys ready to go every single week, whether it was a playoff game, whether it was a preseason game. Ray was in them guys' face. They were charged up. They were animals on defense. We gotta have it, man. We got too many nice corporate Boy Scout of America, Sesame Street watching, nice guys. We wear suits to the bathroom. You understand? These are the guys that we have. We still got under that curse of Jason Garrett. We got to have what Jason used to say. We got to have guys that play the right way. We need some intimidation on the field. Don't nobody scare me on our defense. Randy Gregory does. Randy Gregory is scary. D-Law is up there too. He's scary. Donovan Wilson is okay. He's climbing. Other than that, we got our. I need some. Y'all know what I'm saying. Oh Lord, I don't need no puppies. I'm just like Miss Ty. I don't need no puppies. I need some Rottweilers on the field. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We when we get the attitude right. Exactly. Thank you, Coach. He said Ray Lewis was allowed to express his personality. Jared doesn't allow individuality. Well, he used to, Coach. I mean, good Lord. Michael Irvin would catch a ball for 5 yards and get up celebrating. I ain't never seen a catch Michael Irvin don't catch and he ain't show out. I'm serious. Emmett had a little something. And please let's not talk about Deion Sanders and individuality. I mean, come on now. He may not do it now, but Jerry used to. Now, Jason Garrett may have killed all that down. Jerry would say, go on, Deion, do your dance. Mike, do your little first down salute. Do all that. Emmett, do your little celebration. Emmett used to take his helmet off every time he scored. Make sure the camera get him real good. We ain't going to even talk about T.O. My God, T.O.? Has there ever been a touchdown that T.O. didn't celebrate? So those guys did it. Jason Garrett came in and said, "Look, guys, act like you've been there before. Just hand the ball to the referee and let's go like that." That's kind of man. We need some dogs, man. That's what I'm looking for. All this nice guy stuff. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you for jumping in on that check, Mr. Harris, on Podbean. He said blue-collar Ivy League guys. Good, bad. He said, right. Deion and Mike retired, and they still hype. Yeah. Michael Irvin, we almost need prayer for Michael Irvin. Every time you see him on TV, it look like he about to have a heart attack now. Deion is coaching at Jackson State University. I mean, Deion don't know but number one way, and that's Flash. Showtime. He's prime time. That's all he knows. So the individuality was there. We just stopped drafting those type of guys. That's because his son got involved. With Jason Garrett's little sister. We got to get guys that play the right way. We don't want to go to guys in the SEC. Jason Garrett thought that Boise State was a pipeline to the NFL for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all done forgot, right? Okay. Let's go down the list. Kellen Moore, Boise State. I ain't talking about coaching. I'm talking about when Kellen Moore was playing. Boise State. Demarcus Lawrence, Boise State. LVE, Boise State. It's another kid. I just can't call his name out. He always want to go to Boise State. Good guys. Come from a nice, wholesome university. Nice, strong, great young men. 4.9 grade point average in school. Great young men. A glee club singer and all. Man, please. Give me some dogs, man. That's how I play it. I'm sorry, Coach. It's just me. Give me a guy that's going to slap and knock somebody's teeth out on the other team, okay? And then in practice, you're going to slap your teammate. That's what we need. We need that. We need it. These nice U.S. Olympic ice skating watching guys. I just, oh Lord have mercy. Let me stop. Let me calm down. Yeah, let me calm down a little bit. Y'all hang with me. Let me do my read real quick Please, y'all hang with me because I need to calm down. I feel like checking right now. But this show tonight is being sponsored, of course, again by the Fragrance Shop Memphis. The email is on your screen there for those on Facebook. Fragrance Shop Memphis at gmail.com is the website. The Fragrance Shop Memphis is a Facebook page. For those of you that are on Facebook, even you guys are on Podbean, type in the Fragrance Shop Memphis. They specialize in all type of colognes and perfumes, whatever you want. They can get it not at the store price, but at a more detailed, reasonable price. You will get it from the Fragrance Shop Memphis. It's perfect. Whatever you're looking for, Bond Number 9, Creed, whatever cologne is there for you. It's the perfect time for you to get it, considering that, of course, Valentine's Day is coming. It don't necessarily be Valentine's Day. It could be just a birthday, anything. You can get some of this good smelling cologne and perfumes that they have. I guarantee you will be satisfied. Again, at the Fragrance Shop Memphis, the Fragrance Shop Memphis. Go to Facebook and hit it and see what I'm talking about. And they will be able to take care of you. If you're out of town, it makes no difference. It can be shipped to you. All you have to do is go there, place your order. I promise you, you're going to be very satisfied with the Fragrance Shop Memphis Facebook page. The fraternity brother of mine, I promise you, you will love it. Exactly. Yeah, so on Podbean, I got them checking now. So whoever's on Facebook, they checking Coach Breedlove. They saying, somebody said, let me see, Good, Bad, and Ugly Truth said that the guy, we want guys from the debate team. Miss Harris said they need some goons like Charles Oakley. That's what I'm saying, man. We need a total identity switch. That's what we need to get this thing going. You can't have all these, these proper fork. You got to eat with the proper fork type guy. No, I want somebody. Give me some guy that just gonna put their hand in the bowl and just start eating. No fork. Now that y'all don't get one. This is how we won. This is how we won. This is how Tampa's winning. This is how Kansas City's in the Super Bowl. Everybody didn't like the Honey Badger. Everybody didn't like his name Tyrann Mathieu. Y'all remember the safety from Kansas City who's been two straight All-Pro teams, Pro Bowler, back-to-back Super Bowl. Nobody didn't want to touch it. He smoked weed. He smoked weed out. Kansas City said this. Hey, man, if we got to tie you up, man, to keep that weed from you, man, that's what we're going to do. But we want you because we think you're a great football player. And we believe you. What happened when they got him? What happened? He's supposedly off the weed now and all that kind of stuff. But he got to the Super Bowl twice. The Good, Bad, and Ugly, the truth said, we just need to recruit guys from the prison system, like on the longest yard. We just need a few of them. You see what I'm saying? We don't need a whole team of them. We just need a few guys that are going to do more than talking. I need some guy that's going to do some stuff. Come on, come talk to me, Good, Bad, Ugly Truth. Check me out here. We need some guys that fit into this category. We need some faith without works is dead. That we need some works. You understand? We don't need to talk. Yeah, I had to do a Good, Bad, and Ugly. I didn't mean to switch there. I had to go to my preaching side. So I'm sorry. We need some works. We don't need the just the talking. I got faith we gonna be there next year. I got faith if we work out. No, man, stop talking, D-Law. Works. You had 5.5 sacks. We paid you $20 million a year 2 years ago. The first year you came back, you had 5 sacks. We was in double-digit sacks, almost 20 sacks in 1 year. You come back with 5. Let me say that one more time. We paid you $20 million a year for the work that you did. You was in double-digit sacks. You almost had 20 sacks in 1 year. And the next year, you got paid. You came back with 5 sacks. This year, you're doing all this yip-yap talking. And you don't want to watch. You doing it. You had 5.5 sacks this year. But we paying you $20 million. Y'all come on, talk. I just don't, I don't get it. What you say, Matt? Matthew said, if there's an offensive line there at 10, how would we be able to pass that up? I don't think we could. Now, Matt, you're right on that because that kid from Northwestern is going to be there. Forgive me not knowing his name. He will probably be there. He's an offensive tackle. He was an All-American, an offensive tackle. That pick would make total sense. And I'll say this, I would not be mad at it. Now, I will say this, though. If I had a choice, if Parsons is there at 10, the linebacker from Penn State, if Parsons is there and the kid is there from Northwestern, the offensive tackle, I'm picking Parsons. Because let's look at the truth, okay? If you draft the kid from Northwestern, where you gonna play it? See, you don't draft guys in the first round for them to just be riding the bench. And please understand, if Tyron Smith doesn't retire, which it don't look like he is, he's starting next year. Lyle Collins, who was injured all year, will be starting next year. So your number 10 draft pick will be on the bench. That I don't like that. Unless you can tell me he can play guard what Connor Williams is. Now, if you're talking about that, then okay. Okay. But he played tackle there and tackle in college. I can't draft you at 10 and you riding the bench the whole year. I can't do that. I can't do that. So, I mean, I like the pick at 10, the offensive line. We need it, no doubt. We need it. I'm not disagreeing with you. We need an offensive line because the line getting older. We need that. But at pick number 10, hey, Terrence, what's up, my brother? At pick number 10, I'm not drafting guys that's going to be on the bench. If Tyron Smith and Lyle Collins don't get hurt, the kid is not going to play. Huh? I mean, he just not. Hello, Kevin. Exactly. Rashawn Slater. That's his name from Northwestern. The Babe. Hello, Babe. Hello, Kevin. Appreciate you. All you guys there. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying not a great player. I believe he is. But at 10, I need guys that are going to make an immediate impact on the field. Immediate. When you get drafted in the first round, first 20 some odd pick, you on the field. You getting on the field. And if Collins is there and Smith is back at left tackle, that kid's not gonna play. He'll be probably the swing tackle, or I'm quite sure you thinking, Matt, because I'll be thinking the same thing, is that okay, we know Smith stay hurt. Okay, you plug the guy in. But he going to have, when you get a guy like that, I mean, you got to really project. So what I need that guy, if you draft him, you're not going to get much game time except probably in preseason. You're not going to get the actual game time. So what I need him to do, if you draft that guy there, Slater, I need him to go in practice. I need him to go against Randy Gregory and D-Law every single day. Because that's the only way he's going to get baptized into the NFL. He got to get baptized by fire. And D-Law and Gregory would get him up to speed real quick. It's some guys that, that are just good. See, when you go against a D-Law one-on-one and a Randy Gregory one-on-one, shoot, when he get in the game, it ain't gonna be that bad unless you're going against Chase Young and guys like that. But he need to get back if you pick him. But I don't want him. I can go lower, go get some linemen. I can. I don't want him because I need immediate impact. I ain't drafting you to sit on the bench at 10. No, sir. So that goes back to Surtain. Okay. If you pick Surtain, is he starting? And are you willing to risk him getting tore up like Diggs did the first 6-7 weeks? Can you afford that? Cornerback on this draft. Well, Coach, the only thing I can say, Coach, is this. Another one, Slater's could start at guard. Well, if you telling me that another one, thank you. If you telling me that he can start at guard and you telling me Connor Williams is going to be not there and that's his replacement, then I'm all for it. I'm all for that. If he can play guard, I'm 100 with you. Coach Bree Love, like I said before, if you draft a corner, that's all going to be dependent on who you re-signing. Because see, if we're re-signing Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis, why are we picking Surtain? Keep in mind that we're gonna be at 10. Why are we picking Surtain, who probably won't start? I mean, I know he's not gonna start unless you're talking about getting rid of Cheeto. I guess that's the other question. But I'm saying if you pick him and you re-signing Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown, Surtain is what? At best, your third quarterback? Probably. Coach says none of our corners should be signed. Well, Cheeto stay hurt too. I mean, if you're telling me some of these guys are gone, Coach, then I understand the pick at cornerback at 10. I'm not even about to argue with you on that. Kevin says he ain't gonna be on the bench for too long. Surtain, I guess that's what we talking about. We don't know who they keeping, bro. Exactly. Kevin on Apartment, he telling the truth. I got to know who we keeping, and then based off that, then I know whether we need to draft corner at 10. I'm not opposed. We got to get somebody, and if he's there, hey, if you telling me Cheeto gone, then yeah, okay, we got to get Surtain. If you telling me Jordan Lewis is gone, he's not as strong, but I say get Surtain. If you telling me we keeping Cheeto, we gonna re-sign Jordan Lewis and we gonna lose Anthony Brown. I ain't too hype about drafting corner at 10 then. I'm not. That's me. Y'all might be, but I ain't knocking you. Oh, Kevin says, I was talking about Slater though. I want Fairley Horn. Exactly. I'm all. Well, Matt, do right. Well, Matt, exactly. You better get that fixed ASAP. Exactly. That's why the line gonna have to be right. We're coming off a guy who broke 2 bones in his leg. Thank be to God, it was almost the same injury as Alex Smith, but Alex Smith just had that infection in his leg. He got, he's one of the rare ones that got that bad infection, which is the reason why he had to have all those different surgeries, is because his leg got infected after surgery. Dak had the same injury. He didn't have the infection. He should make a full recovery. But even in that, you got to have offensive line going to protect him because he's coming off a major injury. He just like Tua was this year. We ain't going to know really what Dak can really do until he get hit. And you don't want him getting hit like a pinball machine with some weak offensive linemen. And which leads to this. Now it's making sense, Kevin. You're right. You making sense now. If Tyron Smith goes down or Lyle Collins, you better make sure you got some good coverage on that end, because We don't want Dak getting crushed. Huh? I mean, unless you talking about we got some veterans, okay? If we got some veterans, then depend on who those veterans are. But we gotta protect Dak if he coming back. I mean, we ain't got no choice because what we saw is we can't afford not to have him on the field. I mean, with him on the field, I mean, we probably would have been 6-10. But one thing for sure, we know what we was without him. 6-10. You got to protect him. So that it might make sense to go after Slater. Hey, everybody. New patriotic party. Oh, my God. New patriotic party. You got to go, brother. Because there's a whole lot of black people on this show. So you may have found the wrong show, man. I apologize for you showing up. We don't do that on our show. So if you do me a favor, my Podbean guy, I won't even repeat what you said because everybody see it on Podbean. Facebook, I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna give him that type of credit. Yeah, we don't do that here, Doc. So I'm trying. I don't know how. I can't do it. I'm waiting on him. I'm quite sure you're gonna have a parting word of Mr. Patriotic Party. But this is not a political show, and we don't do that here. We're not gonna disrespect you. So we ask that you don't disrespect us because you got a lot of kings and queens on this show. Good, strong black people. We don't try to. We don't try to intimidate or act all macho on keyboards. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that here. Good, bad, and ugly. How I do it? Because I can't see it. I can't see it. Where is it? Where is it? Good, bad, and ugly? Y'all forgive me, Facebook. We had a little small interruption here. I can't because there he is. Well, I can't. He has no icon. He does not have an icon. So we just gonna ignore him. I'll check back and see if he says something smart. I'll get him. There you go. Just ignore. Oh, I am. Well, thank you for tuning in. New Patriotic Party. I hope you enjoyed the show, the rest of the show. But back to what we were saying. Another one. What happened? We had a person jumped in on Podbean that his name is quite disrespectful. I just leave it as he's called the New Patriotic Party. Okay, so right then and there, you know what type of person that is. So the rest of it I won't even address because it's really not even worth. There he is. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Well, we're gonna have a good evening, sir. Okay, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah. Y'all forgive me for that, but it is what it is. So number 10, Slater, it makes sense to me. Okay. It makes sense. We gotta protect that. And that may be the mindset of the Jones family. I'm serious, it may be. The linemen, our offensive line, our bodies are breaking down. Zach Martin, he had that nice 4-5 year run. Now his body finally started breaking. Tyron Smith wasn't injured like this 5, 6, 7 years ago. Now every year, I ain't gonna say every year, but he's starting to break down. Lyle Collins is young, and my God, he stay hurt already. He fragile, so you gotta get some linemen that's gonna be able to stay on the field. Number one, and yeah, we got to do it, which may be the draft strategy. You know what I'm saying? It may be, and if that is the strategy, even though I want something better, I would understand it. You see what I'm saying? I would understand it. I would understand it. Oh yeah, on Podbean he's blocked. I took care of that. So just You know, we don't even recognize that you got fools who are dedicated to being fools. The Lord said in His Bible, I don't mean to preach on y'all, but y'all know I'm a preacher. And He said that He'll make your enemies your footstool. So that means in this life you got to have some enemies. Everybody's not going to be your friend. Everybody that's designed. I mean, they got to be at the table for you. He'll prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies, which means if you ain't got no enemies, you don't have a table. Ooh, I don't feel like preaching. Okay. Let me stop. Yeah, okay. In order to have a table, you must have some enemies. If not, you just got an empty table. The table is there for your enemies to see it. Y'all allow me to preach for just about a good 2 minutes here. I'll give that Cowboys in a second. I'll get back, but just let me be me real quick. You got to do that. Okay, what'd you say, Coach? Thank you for getting me back on track. Why not use the pick to get a couple veteran offensive line to protect that? Well, that's what Kevin was saying on Podbean, that there's a possibility that we just may need to trade back. And I said that earlier, Coach. I see you another one. Read Psalm 23. If you're a Bible reader, read the 23rd number of Psalms, where it says that he'll prepare a table for you in the very presence of your enemies. I just said that if you don't have any enemies, you pretty much won't have a table. Your enemies are designed, some of them, sometimes they're designed to see the favor that God has put on your life. And while they're hunching their nose up and talking about you like a dog and all that, they got to sit down and keep looking at you while God continues to favor you. And let me stop. Let me stop. You understand now? Another one. That's what I was saying. Coach Bree Love. What was I had said that earlier, that if your guy is not there at 10, and we don't know who that guy is. I know what some fans are saying, but we don't know the mentality of the Cowboy, because most Cowboy fans seem to have better knowledge to me than the people that's making these draft picks. Even though we done well in the draft, it's just that this one, you're going to have a plethora of guys there. Offensive players. There's a possibility that Parsons will be there from Penn State. And you're gonna have Surtain probably there. You're gonna have some good guys to pick from. The question is, what do you really want to do? What direction you want to do? I know we need defensive guys, but I'm also saying offensive linemen, we need that, because we gotta start preparing for the future. But we need some guys good. Okay, let me get to another one. Another one says on YouTube, I think so. A table is like to make a good life. Sorry, don't mean to go off topic. No, it that's a good interpretation also. But when we start talking about that, you have people that want to see you go down. You have people who will scandalize your name. You have people that will lie on you in hopes of bringing you down. You have all type of scenarios. You have plots and tricks that they will do for you. And what God is saying is that, He'll make a table in the very presence of the enemies, just for sometimes to let them know it didn't work. And you got to sit there and grovel and get mad and have your lip poked out and have your frown on your face, just for the simple fact your enemies want you to fail, but God chose you to keep prospering. And so they got to see it. That's why I'm saying they got a table. Imagine yourself at a table now. You sitting there, you looking at the person across from you, and they blood just boiling because you keep living, you keep smiling, you keep having joy in your heart, you keep stretching out. I mean, God keep blessing you and all that. And so they gotta sit there at the table and just get mad. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me stop. I'm preaching. Y'all got me preaching. No, I'm talking Cowboys. Y'all catch me on another show so I can preach to you. But I guess the preacher got to come out. Okay, let me get back. Coach Breedlove says, God knows that even in the midst of his prayer, he knows that the evil one is still out there seeking to destroy. But let the wheat grow with the chaff. he would do the separation. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got me preaching. Preach, coach. Coach, you're a deacon too, right? Are you a deacon at your church? I saw you posting stuff. I believe Coach is one of my patrons also. So I'm glad to have him here tonight. But that's what I hope you understand what I said. Another one. Let me get back to Matt. Matt says if Dak is tagged, okay, I see you, Coach. If Dak is tagged again, then you could have an issue with him wanting to sit out also. A lot of things you look at. Let me tell you something, Matt Colley. If Dak is tagged again, this will be the last year of Dak Prescott in a Dallas Cowboy uniform. And I can't blame him. After all, no problem. Another one. Look, after all Dak being a good company guy, face of the franchise, says the right thing, do the right things, ain't never really been in trouble. The players love him. Everybody say he has intangibles. Great locker room guy. He does all this kind of stuff. If Jerry Jones franchise him again, if I was Dak, I would say, okay, let me go and get this extra $38 million. And then when this season over with, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if we win the Super Bowl. I'm out. Because, see, nobody else had to wait. It don't take this long for you to figure out what you want to do with your franchise quarterback. It don't. Truth be told, in other organizations, the franchise quarterback get paid first. Dak Prescott last on the list in Dallas. What kind of sense they make? So, and they probably are going to franchise him, but remember, when they franchise him this time, they got until July to come up with a long-term deal. So they probably going to franchise him because if they don't, he'll become an unrestricted free agent. They're going to franchise him probably starting off and try to get this deal worked out before July. And it's the same situation from last year. Again, all talk, no action. And if Dak had to play on the franchise tag again, and I promise you, exactly, Kevin says only Dak and Kirk Cousins been through this. Those are only two. I really believe Kirk Cousins wanted it. Because, I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. Dak got paid $31 million last year. They expected the franchise tag to go up to maybe 38. So you telling me that in 2 years, you'll get $69 million fully guaranteed. That's not a bad deal, y'all. I mean, come on now. 69. And Dak is still in his 20s. So worst case scenario, in 2 years, Dak possibly could pick up $69 million, then will leave Dallas, and then go get a long-term contract, whatever team he chooses. If I was him, I wouldn't even be in Dallas. But let me tell y'all something. I told y'all this on the last show. If I was Dak Prescott, I wouldn't sign it. See, Jerry Jones has played chess with Dak, and Dak is playing checkers. I'm almost about to say he playing Connect 4 with Jerry Jones. I mean, that elementary game, because Dak too nice, man. Dak is not even given the idea of a threat to hold out or a threat to say, I'm not signing a franchise tag. Dak too nice for me. He too, sometimes you see what I'm saying? That go back. Sometimes I wish y'all would help me say it. Sometimes you got to be a dog. Sometimes you got to be a dog, even when it comes to your future. Even when it comes to your future, you can't be shaking hands and kissing the babies and nice. No, you trying to get security for you and your family, and we talking about generational type money. You gotta do, you gotta do like Demarcus Lawrence said. Demarcus Lawrence, before he got paid, threatened not to have the surgery on his chest and saying, I'm not, because the longer that he didn't have the surgery, the more likely he wasn't going to be there at the start of the season. No, they went ahead and paid him because they wanted him there at the start of the season. Ezekiel Elliott was in Cabo. And Ezekiel Elliott made the message very clear. He not leaving Cabo until they pay him. What Jerry Jones do? Jerry Jones paid him. What's up, Gary? I see you. Yeah. Gary said, I think Dak is not tripping about leaving. He gonna let Jerry dig his own grave. I don't care if Gary. I don't care if he don't leave. I want him to flip the script. That's what I want Dak to do. Stop being so goddamn nice. That's all I'm saying. Stop being so nice and act like you playing chess, man. Act like you want to leave. That'll speed up the process of your contract that you've been dying for. If he wasn't shaking hands and showing up and there at the beginning of the year, Herb signed it. Appreciate you, coach. If it wasn't for that, look, you probably got your money, but you want to be a nice guy and all that kind of stuff. Look, I'm tired of the night. I need some dogs, man. I need it in every aspect of this team. Act like you're not playing. Act like you not gonna sign the franchise tag. Just act like it. I mean, there ain't no leverage because they got the rights to you. I mean, I get that. You either take the franchise tag or you won't play this year. And Dak want to play. So I mean, I understand that. But you got to start changing this script up, man. You know, I'm just saying. It is what it is. Look, I came on a little bit later than I usually do. I appreciate you guys checking me out tonight. Let me say this before I leave on tonight, that if you're on Podbean now, you have a chance to become a patron of the show. Just click on that, whatever, I think it's the little dollar sign. I don't know what it is. It's there. I believe it is. Or you can click on that red box there, and you can do that. Or if you want to become a contributor of the show, I'm typing something for you now, Podbean. There it is. That's my cash app. You can hit that. If you want to contribute to the show, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube. If you want to become a contributor to the show, support the Big Time Show podcast. There it is. That's my cash app there. You can do that. I would appreciate it so much. This show, again, is being brought to you tonight by the Fragrance Shop Memphis. The Fragrance Shop Memphis. The email is fragranceShopMemphis@gmail.com. It's a Facebook page. For those that are on Facebook, or if you're on Podbean, go to the Fragrance Shop Memphis on Facebook. It has every cologne, perfume that you will need for Valentine's Day. It's there for you. It specializes in all type of fragrances. Creed, I mean, my God, everything that you need, anything, Boss number 9, it's all there. All you have to do is do that and check it out. The prices are not like the retail stores. And no, it's not fake cologne. It's not fake at all. It's the real deal. He's a fraternity brother of mine. This is his company. I promise you, you will be satisfied. You need to do that. If you're out of town, it makes no difference. It can be shipped to you. You can get it all now, but go to the Fragrance Shop Memphis, the Fragrance Shop Memphis on Facebook, and I promise you, he will serve you from there. I love you guys. I appreciate you. It's a little bit late tonight. Y'all forgive me for the little par we had with an unwanted guest, but it is what it is. Listen, lastly, for those that may be watching this replay or listening to me on different platforms, just in case some of you didn't know, the Big Time Show is on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Tumblr. And we're going to have more than that. So it's almost to the point where you can't miss me. I'm just about on every platform. For those of you that have all these different accounts, you can listen to me live on there. Just follow me, and hey, we'll keep it going and trying our best to, bring good content from a fan perspective. If you notice, my show is pretty much it's informative because I bring facts, but I also am coming strictly from a fan perspective, which adds more sizzle to the show. Appreciate you. Hey, Matt. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'll see Matt Saturday, 3:00. Saturday at 3:00 is my next show. We'll probably continue this conversation. Podbean, Saturday at 3:00 Central Time. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Central Time, 3:00 Saturday. We will continue and we'll have another show. I feel like a good, bad, and ugly, if you still on here with all this bootleg preaching I did tonight, I may have to do a show finally on something because I almost got stirred up right then. I almost got stirred up. So I had to, I may have to go with that because people just need to understand their place in God and who they are. I may have to do something like that. So, hey, I don't know. Get ready for me. 3:00 Saturday, Central Time. We'll be back, y'all. I appreciate you. Hey, consider the Big Time Show to sponsor. If you have a business, you can sponsor on the podcast. Just inbox me, and we'll take it from there. I appreciate you guys so much. Until then, I'll see you guys on Saturday, 3:00. And you know where it is, y'all. The Big Time Show. Oh, hey. See you Saturday, 3:00.